Right now we are approaching Thiksey Monastery, which is located around 18-19 kilometers away from Leh city, and that is the view of the monastery from the road. And it's 12-story complex. It's a very tall complex, and if you go to Google and you Google Potala Palace, Lhasa city in Tibet, so you'll see that the architecture is very similar. The monastery's architecture resembles a lot to that of the Potala Palace in Lhasa, and that is one reason why this monastery is also known as Mini Potala. Having said that, I'll just give you a brief background of this place, and its altitude is around 3600 meters, which is 11,800 feet, and it's in the Indus Valley. And it has got all kinds of Buddhist art, which we'll go inside and have a look at. Another notable fact about this monastery is that it's the largest Gompa or monastery. A Gompa is basically a Tibetan style monastery, if you ever wonder what's a Gompa. So, this is the largest Gompa in central Ladakh. So right now we are on the way, and we can see that these red walls, they indicate that yes, you are within the premises of the monastery and you are approaching the monastery. You can see it right there in the distance, and there's this really nice looking road that leads us to that, and it's a very scenic route. You can see that the walls on the sides, they add to the beauty. So right now we have reached the parking, and this is where we'll park our car and we'll move towards the monastery. This is the main gate, and from here we begin our walk towards the top, which is 12 floors high. And as you can see, it's written way to the monastery, and very beautiful gate. A lot of time has been spent on building this gate. Upon entering, on the left is the ticket counter, which is around 20 rupees per person for an adult. And as we enter towards the left, there's this restaurant cafe kind of thing where you can eat something in case you need to fuel yourself up for the climb ahead. And there's a small souvenir shop which we shall be visiting on our way back. When you look from here, seeing is believing. You realize how high the monastery is, and there are a lot of stairs, and it's at a very high altitude. And this is just my second day in Leh, so need to be slow about it, need to pace myself and just try and enjoy everything. So as we climb a few stairs, on the left there's this big prayer wheel, and we are definitely going to just look at all the paintings, the beautiful paintings behind the wheel. And the view from the monastery is actually great because you get to see the whole valley from here, and in the distant background you can see the mountains. And the monastery's color scheme is also red and yellow, which looks great. Once again, the view, lots and lots of stairs, so you have to be very slow and pace yourself. Ensure that you are not lacking oxygen. No need to hurry. The railings of the stairs are very broad, so in case you're tired, you can definitely sit on that. Over here we have got a small refreshments shop which has got ice cream, soft serve ice creams, and it has also got a plastic bottle recycling machine, so that you can deposit your bottles in there instead of disposing them here and there. As we approach the upper part of the monastery, we see the prayer bells, and we can climb the stairs while praying, while turning the wheels, the prayer wheels. As we move further, we enter the main courtyard of the Thiksey monastery. And over here we've got a nice place. There are some chairs for people to rest, and beautiful paintings all around, and it's even got a very nice view. So this is the main entrance of the monastery, where we enter from where we enter into the courtyard. And this is the view from the place, the resting place. We've got some chairs and stuff. Now we are inside the main courtyard of the monastery, and you can see there are the sculptures which looks like they are guarding the monastery. Over here we've got multiple small things, and they are all in different portions of the monastery, so you have to have patience and climb up and visit them all one by one. The color scheme of this monastery is brilliant and very aesthetically pleasing. All parts of it are very bright, very vibrant, very positive. The stairs are very steep, and that can be a problem for elderly people, and there are very solid railings on both sides, so just you have to pace yourself and climb them slowly. Over here we've got the monk explaining us about karma and what Buddhists believe about karma and the circle and the wheel of life. This is the main prayer hall, and as we go inside this hall, we see that they have got a lot of seating capacity for the monks. The walls are painted with various scriptures, and then there are these drums for the prayers and notices all around that do not disturb the monks during the prayer time. And right now we see that we are at the top of the monastery. This is the place where we used to see when we were at the car parking, and this is the top, this is the very top, this is the structure which is visible from miles away. Then as we move inside the prayer hall, we see that there are various idols, and the monk was very kind to explain us why there are bowls of water kept in front of the idols, and the reason behind that is that we offer water as a part of our prayers. Some apples and honey, and so these have been offered. This is the throne of the head lama or the Dalai Lama, and that is why we saw a picture of the Dalai Lama there. Over here we can see multiple colorful statues which are relevant to Buddhism, significant to Buddhism, and we've got the tags mentioned at the bottom of these. As we move inside the prayer hall, there we've got Padma Sambhav, and then we've got Maitreya Buddha. Then as we move on, we enter the Mahakali temple, and this is the Kali temple, and it's in a different portion of the monastery. You need to climb some more stairs to visit this temple, and it says that may all travelers find happiness everywhere they go. You need to remove your shoes to enter any of the prayer halls, and the view from the halls is quite spectacular. So this is the Kali temple up close. Now, right now, we are at the terrace of the Thiksey Monastery, which is the topmost portion of the monastery, and well, it's a big achievement because when you reach here, you're new to Ladakh, and the oxygen levels are very low. So, while climbing the monastery, you're already very tired. So, by the time you reach the top, it feels like an achievement. The view is spectacular, magnificent. You see the snow-capped peaks in the background, you see the green valleys, and all of it is brilliant. You see the colorful monastery. Then over there you can see that's the parking. That is where we parked our car. So we have climbed a long way, and then now we are going towards the other wing of the monastery. We were across the courtyard. Now we are coming to this part, and here is the world famous, this is what Thiksey Monastery is really most famous for. This is the 49 feet tall statue of Maitreya Buddha, and this is just beautiful. It is so beautiful, and it is across two floors. So the feet are in a different floor, and the top portion is on the top floor, and you can see right here. So the balcony, you can see the Lord's feet, and lots and lots of offerings you can see here, lots and lots of candles, lamps, and the statue in itself is really beautiful. It is very colorful. It's got a lot of engravings, embossings, and in total it's an extremely peaceful and divine experience. Now I am entering what is the Tara temple. This is the Tara temple, and you can see the idol right here, and then there are various other statues, and it's right adjacent to the room, the place where the statue is, the big statue of the Maitreya Buddha. Now as we move outside, we get a very great view of the monastery, and this is on another floor, one of the topmost floors, and we are entering. This is the silver stupa, and it's on one of the topmost floors of the monastery, and you can also see some stupas in the background. I'll just make sure that I visit that. See right now, if you zoom in, you can see that there is a statue on top of the. Now here we've got a couple of mini stupas, as we can say, and then we see that was the tag of the silver stupa. That was the topmost floor, and now as we begin our descent, there are a lot of stairs, a lot of stairs. Once again, I would like to remind everyone who's visiting that please take care of yourself and pace yourself when you're here. Now we'll just have a quick look at the souvenir shop, which is at the bottom of the monastery. You get t-shirts, you get bags, lots of stuff. You get mini daggers, kukris, lots of dream catchers, flags, Buddhist flags, miniature idols, all kinds of many different kinds of wind chimes. Then we've got yak figurines, flags of different sizes, and now we have a look at the beautiful flowers in the garden. The monastery has its own very beautiful garden and very well maintained. This is right outside the cafe or the souvenir shop, and beautiful colorful flowers. So this was the tour of the Thiksey Monastery, attaching some photos from that place, and it's a very peaceful place. And if you recently landed in Leh Ladakh, then it's a good place to visit. And just make sure that you are slow, do not rush. You can have oxygen problems. Just enjoy the climb, stop, make sure you take enough stops, and very divine experience. So I hope that I was able to give you a comprehensive tour of the whole monastery, and please let me know what you think about this. Thank you so much for watching. And here is some bonus content about this cute dog who I found near the soft serve machine. Make sure you enjoy, make sure you drink enough water, eat the soft serve, rest enough, and have a great time. Thank you.